Hello ladies and gents, it's me, Evan, your friend in some really exciting tutorials out there. I'm back again in YouTube in order to show you a wonderful secret technique in Photoshop of how to correct the skin tones of your model. I have my brother here and we were using some fluorescent lights, but they weren't really good for the skin. So my brother came out really bad. These red tones on his skin, they're not visible with the normal eye, but through the lens of my camera I saw that, and of course this face of my brother, it's not the real. So in this tutorial I'm about to show you what you can do in order to bring out the best portrait of your life for your models. Every model needs a wonderful portrait, so we will create this for them. It's really easy to fix this problem, and I will show you a great way of reducing the blemishes and of course bring out a much more healthier skin tone. I know that everybody out there needs to know that, every retoucher or photographer generally. So this tutorial, it's gonna be really awesome for you, my friends, and really easy. The only thing that we need to do and the only thing that we need to know is the adjustment layers and the hue saturation adjustment layer. So let's start. I have the photo open and my first move is gonna be the selection of the hue saturation adjustment. If you don't see this panel over here, don't get scared. It's over here, window adjustments, wonderfully. And then I will just select this hue saturation. Of course, I think the first panel that everybody knows or actually experiments inside Photoshop is this panel of hue saturation, because we can change colors of a photo. You see that? We can make a Hulk or maybe something else out of our portrait, but we don't really need to do that from here. So we will not play with the master. I really don't know which one of the channels I should choose. Probably, of course, as you can understand, it will be the red channel, but I'm not gonna select this. I will let Photoshop select that for me. So I will just take this hand over here, this actually selector, and click and drag to image to modify. But I will use this only to select. You see I have my eyedropper tool, and then I will go and I will find an area that needs to be fixed. So I will just click here on the eye. As you can see, I have the reds, but the most important thing is this area over here. Photoshop now hasn't just changed the channel to the reds. Now Photoshop has isolated this area of reds over my photo. So now I can just come here and affect the whole area by selecting. You see that? I'm just dragging and bring out some healthier tones, but of course we're not ready to do that. I have to bring this in a really extreme position, and then I will just use this eyedropper with a minus in order to take out some of the, let's say, healthy or not so damaged areas. So this area, I can use it as a skin tone, it's not so problematic, so I can come here and click over there. And as you can see, it's deselected, so now the isolation of the red, it's much more strict. Then I can go and click again until I will reduce some extra blemishes, but I think now I have selected, I think most of those, as you can see, okay? Of course I can bring in more if you want and like. But you know, you don't have to overdone it, because you will be again in the previous step where our face was all selected. I think now I'm okay, more or less. Maybe I can take out a little bit of the nose. And as you can see now, I have only the reds selected. So this handle over here and this really bright purple helps me see what's selected and what's not, because if I was in here I wouldn't be able to understand what is selected and what is not now deselected or whatever. So this purple is good for me. When we have our problematic area selected, we just go back to the 0 and then we go to the warmer tones on the right, just a tiny bit. So now we will reduce this red to, let's say, some yellowish effect, and as you can realize, my face now looks awesome, as you can see. Check this out. Wonderfully. Then I will just use this mask because, okay, the skin tones looks really great, but the lips, they're looking kind of fake, and of course I don't want anybody to believe that my brother wears a lipstick. So this peach color of the lipstick is not the original color tone of my brother's lips, so I'll just bring this out with the help of a black brush over this white mask. So the effect is the effect of this color from this hue saturation is hidden through the lips. Wonderful. And as you can realize, my photography and my photograph actually has become really good, and of course I can sell this to my model. Last but not least, I will just show you some ways of fixing the problematic areas, let's say. So let's go to the stamp. I'm just selecting the stamp tool, and I will reduce actually the flow, not the opacity, at about let's say 40%. And I will now have the effect of powder in a way. I'm just using the powder effect and take away some of the problematic areas without a hassle, let's say. Of course, I can just make the brush smaller. Sometimes it's always good to use smaller brushes, and in a matter of seconds, our friend and my brother will have a better, much more better portrait in order to upload this on Facebook and have more friends, or put this inside his CV. If you was, of course, an actor or something, because if you want to find a real job, a normal job, and you have this portrait, it's kind of in your CV, it's kind of strange, okay? So now I think the photo is done. It's great. I don't want to make my brother look really, younger without any wrinkles, or something. I just want him to look with a healthy skin. Of course, we want to, and we can reproduce that really easy with the help of Photoshop. So from that to that, really easy. So if you liked my work, please like my video, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because if you subscribe, you will never lose me again, and you will learn every day something new. So have fun, my friends, and keep photoshopping.